So technically, the Toronto Maple Leafs were playing the Detroit Red Wings tonight. But in my opinion, it more looked like, I don't know, your local rink where you're seeing some Timbits hockey from about some 6-year-olds. And why do I have a piece of cheese on my helmet, on my bucket, do you think? With a bunch of holes in it. Because it looked like the goaltending from both teams in this game today. Look, the Leafs won 10-7 over the Detroit Red Wings. Whoopie-doo. They're now 34-14-4. They've won 2 in a row. Hey. And I went back to the sweater, or to the hoodie, because after I put on the helmet and the hoodie, they played that great game against Minnesota, and I'm hoping things can get replicated, because I don't want to see this nonsense again. Was it entertaining to the people of Detroit at Little Caesars Arena get their money's worth? Oh, yeah, they did. But what an abysmal, and I mean that is a complete understatement for both teams defensively and goaltending-wise. That was atrocious. And yes, it may not be Swiss cheese, but it is cheese with holes in it, and that was as good as goaltending tonight. First period, the Leafs dropped 3-1. I don't have the goals written down because I know I'm going to forget half of them, but it really doesn't matter. After one period of play, the Leafs dropped 3-1. They're winning in shots. They're doing pretty well. Okay, you're feeling pretty good about yourself early on. They come out flying. Good stuff. Jack Campbell only has the one goal in the first period. Okay, you're doing all right. However, though, that one goal from Jack, the first one at least, it was just a god-awful rebound that he put literally right in the slot. And Lucas Raymond bangs it home. Was it Raymond? I can't remember who the heck it was at this point. And we go to the second period. The Leafs continue their dominance. And at one point, they're up 7-2 in the second. It was a 7-1 game. And they make it 7-2 late. It's like, you got a 5-goal lead in the third period. Nothing can go wrong, right? Well, if you're a Leaf fan and they heard, nothing can go wrong, you start twitching and start thinking, oh God, something's going to go wrong. And it just about did. And as a Leaf fan, we all saw it coming. Ladies and gentlemen, the Leafs allowed 4 goals in 5 minutes to start the third period. You were up 7-2 going into the third. You allow 4 goals in 5 minutes, and it's a 1-goal game, 7-6. And why not just make it even crazier? You take a penalty. I'm like, oh my God, the Leafs are actually going to do this. We always last about the 3-goal lead. The Leafs blew, the 5-goal or the 3-1, 4-1 lead against Boston, 3-goal, No, the Leafs are about to blow a 5-goal lead. And why not? Kasha gets a shorthanded goal. I mean, it just sums up the goaltending on both sides. It was atrocious. But then they make it 8-7. And it's like, what the heck is happening here? Can a goalie make a stop? And the Leafs are like, we're going to score 2 more. And it's 10-7 final. 17 goals combined. If anybody bet on this, the over-under was 6.5. Well, hell, if you went over, you were happy by the second period. I didn't write any of the notes down that I usually... I write shots on goal, power play, who got the goals, who assisted the goals, when they assisted the goals. Because I usually describe the goals. But I'm not going to sit here and talk about that. I will say that Marner had a 6-point night, 4 goals, 2 assists. Michael Bunting with a goal and 4 assists. And one of those assists was a nasty one for the 10th goal. Where he was on the breakaway and literally just dropped it off from Marner. The goalie just flying by him. And Marner bangs it on the empty netter. He had a 4-goal night. First career hat trick for Mitch Marner. Matthews had a goal and 3 assists. Kasha with a goal and an assist. McCann with a goal and an assist. David Camp with a goal and an assist. Justin Hall had 3 assists in the game. Kerfoot with 2 assists. And that's great. They got a lot of points. Great stat pattern like crazy. It's fantastic. But the real pressing question, and it's the one that we've talked about night after night, is the goaltending. I mentioned in the last video to you guys that I really thought Mrazek was going to try and get a little run. You got a great start from him against Minnesota. Hey, see if he can go back-to-back against, against the, who the heck they play tonight? Detroit Red Wings tonight? Like, if you can get some good back-to-back performance? They go back with Jack Campbell. And you can tell from the first goal, he was shaky. The second goal, I can't remember what happened. Did he lose the puck on behind his own net? No, that was in the third period. I can't remember which goal it was. But he still didn't look right, but the stats were, they weren't terrible. He ends up with 5 goals on 25 shots. He has been really bad lately. Like, there's a point where you can say, okay, this guy's been serviceable. Oh, Jack Campbell's numbers are actually still really good through the regular season. Oh, that's great. But since they were first, you look at the numbers. They're not good. And Peter Mrazek comes in, and he allows 2 on 8, including a squeaker to make it 8-7. Or was it 8-7 or 7-6 of that? I don't know which goal it was. So neither goalie made big stops and big moments, really. You scored some more goals at the end to kind of pull away. That's the reason you won this game. And the problem with goaltending, and real hockey fans, and people are going to say, oh, Dubas, go get a goalie. How often do you see a goalie get traded to a team at a deadline and have that team go all the way or something, right? Or even get past the first round? I don't really remember the last time that's actually happened. So, these are your 2 goalies. Figure it out. Like, I don't know. Who do you play in the next game? It's in Washington, D.C. on Monday night at 7:30. Do you go with Mrazek? Do you go back to Jack? Jack Campbell did not play well enough tonight to give me the next start. Sorry. If Mrazek's not in net that game, I'm baffled. But even then, do I have confidence? No. But we're sitting here, it is what it is. And if you guys focused on this game and started laughing like most of us did you see the goaltending situation for the Detroit Red Wings? They start with Nedeljkovic. He has an abysmal first period. It was like 3 on 13 shots or something like that. They pull him. In comes Thomas Greiss for the second. The man allows 4. So they're like, screw it. Let's go back to Nedeljkovic for the third. And he allows 3 more. Like, what a weird series of events. Like, I'm happy my team won, but there's really nothing to be actually happy about. They didn't play well. They played great first 2 periods. They were flat out dominant. Then you decided to allow 5 goals in the third period. Absolutely wild stuff, guys. I don't want to talk about this game anymore. This game sucked. The people who paid to watch that, hey, you definitely got your money's worth. You definitely did. But for a fan, especially a Leaf fan, wanting to see this team building towards the playoffs and watching a game like that, yeah, you're definitely pulling your hair out. It's bad. It's really bad. And it's not like the Raptors did any better tonight. In fact, they did a lot worse. Do you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. Hey, enjoy the video and not the game tonight because but they still won. But if you didn't enjoy it, and you guys were all right, hit the like button if you guys all thought at 7-6 and then they took the penalty that the Leafs were going to blow this game. Because as a diehard Leaf fan, you would feel that, especially if there was a 6-2 game and all momentum shifted. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Let me know everything. Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM, all that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, I guess I'll talk to you guys Raptors edition very shortly as they lost by almost 30 again tonight, this time to the Atlanta Hawks. Whoopee. And as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're in D.C. taking on the Caps. All right, they're taking on the Washington Capitals, 7:30 on Monday night. All right, let's see what happens there. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys soon.